know, the subject of today is community building for the Kizomba community. And so we have Rhode Island representing over here. Uh-huh. We got Texas representing here. I don't know if that's where you are on other people's screens. And we
Yes.
have China over here.
China.
So, represent. So we're all in different time
Mhm.
zones. Kind of crazy. But we're making it happen. So where the question came from is you and Audi have done an incredible job of making Dallas like a place, like the place, if anything, to go to. Because even before I knew who you were, David was like, "You got to go to Dallas. Like, there's people out there who are."
Oh,
David in
I was
China.
advertising Dallas since the first time I met you guys.
My heart. Yeah,
Literally.
that's awesome.
And
I'm
you know,
still
Interesting.
planning to come. So
the
continue.
level there is incredible. The people there are incredible. Actually, at the weekender, when I was dancing with people, I could tell who was from Dallas just because of how they were moving.
Be still, my heart. Be still. What? That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. I love that. I really
Um,
like that. I'm really happy that to hear you say that, first of all. And then also, yes, Adi and I were like pushers of this, but totally to the max, the community, every single person are a huge part of the ambiance and the energy of the community, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
takes a village.
it ain't easy.
Yes.
So just
Yes. It
wanted
really is.
I was inspired by that. I'm still inspired by that, and yeah, just wanted to talk to you about kind of what that's taken, some of the maybe tips and tricks you have for building good
Yeah.
community.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I first want to say hi to everybody who's joining. We have Mina and we have uh who's this? Rena. I love Rena. And I don't know everybody on here, but what's up and how you doing? I think some of the people are from Chandru. A few of the people
Yeah,
are from this weekend, so that's pretty awesome.
yeah,
Good
I
to
see
see
the
you
word on
guys.
there.
Okay.
And
Oh,
Lacey, we got some
Lacey,
There's a
Kizomberos,
few
Kizomberos.
few good friends from China
Cherie. I
and
love your
around
face.
the world.
Oh, what's up?
Okay, cool. Well, I do want to say, so community building in Dallas, I think the first things that we did when we moved here to Dallas, because Adi came from Tennessee, I came from Texas, South Texas. I tried to have a round table conversation with other people who were already there. So other influencers or other instructors or DJs, whoever was there present in Dallas, we tried to set up a meeting to be like, okay, let's all talk. Of
Yeah.
course, and realistically, it's not a comfortable thing for everybody, right? Some people might feel threatened, other people might feel excited, other people might feel the competition more than they would like. So there's a lot of feelings and a lot of things that you have to navigate in that. So it's the way that you approach it is super, super important, right? So when we did it, it wasn't the best meeting, in my opinion. But the thing that we got out of that meeting is that everyone felt heard. So everybody felt
Mm.
heard. It was awesome sauce. That's the first step. Then, of course, later on, we had maybe one or two more of those like roundtable meetings. We started to develop relationships with people in the community as far as the influencers were concerned. So whether or not we liked somebody or didn't like somebody, or we liked what they did or didn't like what they did, we're like, okay, we're all in the same city. I'm gonna go. You have an event. I'm gonna go. I have an event. You're very welcome to come. But the thing is, when they come or they don't come, or they join you or they don't join you, keeping your energy the same towards them, I feel like is super important because they don't show up
How do
to
you
your
maintain
thing.
that?
Oh yeah. Huh?
Hey Pam, how do you maintain that energy? Because energy
That's a good
is
question.
transferred in different ways.
Oh my goodness, yes. And this is all like I feel like independent work. So for me, I'm a believer, so I definitely would pray all the time. I'm like, God, help me.
Yeah.
So praying, exercise, anything that just I'm having to pour into myself, because really ultimately it's nobody else has control of my energy and how I do with my energy, right? They have a lot of influence on how much it affects me. Like they can have a pretty good affection ratio to my energy level, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm very aware of like, okay, I want to make sure that I treat people the same no matter what. That's all my own work. That's like simple as breathing, simple as exercising, simple as making sure that I eat and I don't get hangry.
Yes.
Hangry is not good. Dylan
Angry is
got to
not
see that this
good.
weekend. Um, but yeah, it's basically like the golden rule. Treat other people the way that you want to be treated. But obviously, it's way easier said than done. But when you really live it out and you always try to keep your energy and your actions the same towards everybody, I think it helps a bunch.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, I would say the second biggest thing is having uncomfortable conversations with the community, you know, with a lot of people at the same time, not just one-on-ones, not just, you know, small groups, but actually in large settings where it's like an open forum, if you will.
Mm.
I think that's also really, really helpful.
Pam, I have a question regarding that for you. Because you said you had your first round meeting with everyone, right? All
The
different
influencers.
studios, different teachers.
Yeah. Hmm.
We did something similar here, like about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and we've been trying to do
Okay.
meetings once a month. We call it
Okay.
Dances Anonymous, just
Okay.
something fun. And it started off just with a friend of mine. He would have loved this conversation. Actually, I didn't think this was going to be all formal and anything. But um, we just wanted to, within our little studio, our little family group, we wanted everyone to feel heard, and we wanted to hear why everyone
Hmm.
started to dance, and it got like very deep sometimes, and we learned a lot about each other. So we started it very small with the people that just small. The smaller, it's easier to control, right?
Hmm.
And we were worried to add in different studios that sometimes in China there's a lot of competition. Like, these are my students and you can't go to other people's studios. This happens in China, unfortunately. So we're
Yeah.
trying to really uh, maneuver our way without upsetting anyone,
Yeah.
because it's hard. So I don't know how you approached it. Did you go straight into the everybody? This is a round table meeting, and everyone's there, and then you know I don't know.
No, I think what I did was I invited everybody and said like why I wanted to do it and the purpose behind it. And of course, not everybody attended, but the people who did attend, it's like, okay, why did you even like, why did you want to be a part of this? Like, I appreciate that you accepted the invitation, but what do you have to say, or what are your thoughts, or what's your opinion? You're basically creating, everybody wants some sort of buy-in. Like, I want to choose something versus you telling me to do something, right?
Mm,
And with that mindset, whenever anybody chooses what they want to do, it immediately improves the level of your relationship building possibilities, right? So when you allow someone to choose something for themselves, it helps tremendously. So going to something like this in China, it's like, okay, maybe they're feeling some kind of way. And there's also culture, there's also age differences, there's also language, there's so many variables that happen all the time. So it's just being aware of those and addressing them, like
yeah,
actually address it. The more that you don't address something, it's like, okay, that's nice.
it's poison.
You
Right.
know,
It
it's
just it's
addressing
like
things
stagnant
is
water
good.
that just gets poisonous.
Yeah, yeah. Addressing stuff is super, super crucial, in my opinion.
Mm,
I know, though, that Asia has different cultures, different traditions, and different mindset, even. So I'm not going to pretend to know. I just know that it's different. But
yeah,
I feel like you live there, you have a better idea, a better understanding of how you can navigate it. The thing is that it's scary sometimes, and you might make mistakes, and that's okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
of
can
course.
apologize
Like,
and be honest with people. Yeah, ask for grace. Like, I'm doing my best. I apologize. I don't mean anything personal, but this is my goal. This is what I'm trying to do. So please don't take anything personal. It's not personal at all. So it's just communication is
Yeah.
as clear as you possibly can be is be communicated. Hey, Terry.
Hey,
She said, hey.
Hey Terry,
Oh
we
my
haven't met,
goodness,
but
Samuel. I would speak French right now, but I can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can.
there you go. Bonjour.
But no,
Yeah, that was a good question.
that's a great point you make there because with the like Rhode Island ecosystem, we have a couple people. We have like RI Latin Dance, another one who does like has a studio, Mambo Party. Big love, huge love, and all kind of doing our thing individually, but not even like talking about it or like saying what's up. You know, it's all these different students. So I think that's a huge. I've kind of like tried to reach out individually, but I think bring everybody together for that, like RI Unite or whichever city we're in, absolutely huge. Yeah.
I would say also with that, like I love the being able to do that together, but it's just managing your own expectations. I think that's really important. Manage your own
good.
expectations because you have these, you want to do these things. I have all these goals. I want everyone to be together and big happy family. That's technically an expectation. You're like, I want this to happen this way, which is good. But when it happens or it doesn't happen, how do you manage your own expectations, right?
Mhm.
I think that's a really important quality to always keep in mind because, yeah, it's helpful.
It's just because you want it to happen doesn't mean everybody else is on the same page with that. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We all dance for different reasons. Yeah.
Yes. Amen.
Exactly.
That's a good start. Okay. So we got the round table. We brought the
Yeah.
people together. And
Yeah.
now, and now what?
After
And now
this,
what?
we need to foundation will. Yes, Pam. Oh, by the way, if you've never danced with that guy, oh my God.
I've not, but after my faith, I want to.
I've had some amazing dances with him. Well, but I think that so managing your expectations when it comes to the round table and not changing your energy towards people after this round table, I think is really good. Then after that, what I would suggest is however many times that you do decide to meet, or even you don't meet anymore, but you just include them in announcements or any sort of social posts that I would do. I would always tag them just to make sure that they were aware or they were welcome to attend, or I would just promote their stuff. They didn't have to ask me, they didn't say anything. I would just be like, hey, I want to put a calendar together, I get everybody's stuff, and that way we can just promote the whole community at large. So on Sundays, you have this person and this person, this person here at this place. On Mondays, you have this person over here on this side of town, blah, blah, blah. So you start just promoting other people instead of just yourself. I think that's always super helpful.
Mm.
Um, and then relationship building. Relationship building. Yeah, is what I
Very
would say.
powerful.
Yeah. When people have relationships outside of dance, I think it makes it way easier for people to dance together and to feel comfortable.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true.
Did you make events for that?
Hmm?
Or like how did you promote the relationship building?
So for me, it's like I can't, so not one person can do everything for sure. So this is why I say the community, it takes a village. So then of course I'm going to reach out to different people and be like, hey, I'm exhausted. I need help. How can you, what do you like doing? What do you want to be helpful? Do you want to be more involved? Do you not want to be more involved? How do you feel? Right? So talking to different people, you can see who's more of an introvert, who's more of an extrovert, who wants to be more involved and who's like, nah, I'm just gonna like go and hang out whenever there's something.
Yeah.
People will tell you generally what they want to do. And so at that point, we had a whole group of people who like loved playing video games. So then one of our people here from Dallas, Jonathan, would just host game night. So we would just play video games or board games. We would just hang out and play games. Maybe we would dance, maybe we wouldn't dance. It just depends. There was not really strong expectations. So that was good. Other nights we would just go out to like an actual bar, actual club. We would always dance because we wanted to recruit. So we go to hip hop places and we're like, okay, we need 3 couples. And then we go, we dance. Kiss to any music we heard. Other people were like, "Oh, what is that?" We're like, "Let me tell you. Here's the time. Here's the
Well, we got
Facebook.
you.
Join us." Yeah. So these are different ways I feel like of relationship building that you can incorporate. You know, it's just living life with people who happen to have the same hobbies as you, right?
Yeah.
You're just being intentional about where you're putting your energy and where you're putting your time.
Mm.
I like what you said about asking people for help because it's so hard to do everything by oneself, and it
Yes.
takes a lot of energy. Like I'm drained for
Yeah.
Hangzhou sometimes. Like, and it's hard to. You don't want to be that person that complains, so you just keep it in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's not healthy. I experienced this. It's not healthy. You don't want to do it. I think the benefits from asking people to help is that alone not only helps yourself, but other people want to be involved. Other people want to feel helpful. When they feel helpful, then they automatically have more buy-in. They feel like it's a part of theirs. It's not just yours. It's like everybody's, you know. And that alone, I think, creates community because everyone's helping. It's not just one or two or three people.
And you're co-creating in that process.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Everybody's in the dance of the community building at the same time as they're.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's and
So good.
so
Yes.
good. Yeah, you already know.
Nice.
So that. And that's what's cool about and you can see evidence of that in different communities because even in China, right? Like they did have different nights, but sometimes people would show out to other people's nights. Or in Boston here,
Yeah.
they have like Kizomba in Boston or Boston Kizomba Obsession. Everybody's like promoting, and it's like, yeah, now Javon and CJ are working together. These other people are doing this thing, you know.
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah,
really,
for sure.
really cool to see. Yeah,
Very true.
I know. We just got to need more Kizomba people out here in Rhode Island. It's got like me and one other guy maybe. So we're working on that.
You got
You
it.
lacking
You got it.
guys,
Hmm?
Hmm.
lacking leaders. Are you
Of
lacking
course.
leaders in Rhode Island?
Yeah, more or less. Well, because it's as I'm within my own like my own like following and this kind of thing. It's really easy to get other followers to buy in because they're like, yeah, we'll just like dance with Dylan and then this Kizomba and then
Yeah.
hahah. But like building the confidence, because I have leads come, but then like building the confidence for them to be like, yeah, I can really
Yeah.
do this and like create a good experience for my follow and everything. That's more.
Hmm.
I found it more challenging.
Yeah.
So funny, in Hangzhou we have so many guys compared
That's
to,
good. That's
yeah.
good. That's a good
It
problem to have.
fluctuates. Sorry?
I said that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is. But then, yeah, everything has its problems, its own problems. So it's
Yeah.
a benefit, but then also not a benefit. So
Yeah. We had that issue in Dallas. We had more leads than follows for a bit. We
Yeah.
were very
how
lead
did you get
heavy.
the balance?
Huh?
How did you get the balance?
Well, of course, we got to work with what we had, so we made our leads follow also at times
I
and
love
switch.
that. I
Yeah.
want to follow so bad.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
following.
yeah, yeah.
Dave,
Just got to work with what you got.
next time I see you, I'm
Huh?
gonna take you away, man.
Bro, leave me, man. Leave me. Actually, do you remember Abdallah? Do you remember Abdallah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
you
Uh-huh.
remember. He's my
I remember.
favorite leader. Like, I love
Oh,
him. Yeah.
wow.
So
Okay. He was one of the guys
very
that was at the after party, right? In China?
yes,
When you were in the, okay.
yes. No, you are
Yeah.
gonna come stay in Hangzhou for like a month. Don't need to go anywhere else.
For real.
Okay. Okay.
A lot of
That's
house
good.
parties and just games and
Following is
outings,
the best
going
thing
to the
ever.
park, picnic. That's our thing right now because it's summertime here. Sorry,
Yeah.
Dylan. I'm taking the mic at the moment. Sorry. We do a lot of outings. Do so many outings where we just go and we play soccer. We just go, we dance Afro.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's really
it's
good.
try get
I like
some sun because so white.
it.
Yeah,
I'm with you
Yeah.
there, boss. Trust me.
man.
Mm.
I'm
Nice.
trying to come back to Hangzhou too, man. Anytime. I gotta get that visa somehow.
That visa.
Wait, actually, I have a request.
Yes.
Can you guys speak in Chinese together for a second? I just want to hear it.
Can
Whatever
you
you were about to say, just say it in
呃，
Chinese.
go?
如果你想，我们
你先说吧。
可以说的。你说什么？
你先说。我说的
啊、
你先说吧，我不知道你要说什么。
我先说现在我们在说跳舞的事情，对吧？所以可以说为什么你爱跳舞，或者怎么开始跳舞的，怎么说 community，我忘了。
非常好啊，你没
嗯
有忘了你的中文是吧？
忘了一点，因为这里的环境不好，这里的中文环境不好。对啊，
那边有没有人就没有华人在跳舞啊
啊，没有啊。
？Hands
没有啊
so
你
much。
记得 Andy 还在这
哎
儿，可是
，Lacy，你要不要
可是
加入啊？Lacy is there.
嗯
She's one of our very good friends.
Oh, that's
嗯，
nice. I
She's
love it.
coming to Qingdao with me
哎，
tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Saturday. We're gonna have a demo. I don't know if she
Yes,
replied to that, but yeah.
I want to see. Okay, so
Lacy
the
is there.
last thing
Oh,
that I would say
Cece's.
for you guys for like community building, I would just say you have to promote and you have to market.
mm,
Yeah.
all day.
So finding somebody, oh, I
Lacy
love
says she loves you.
Right?
you. Oh wait, is it like this? Or is
Oh,
that
yeah.
better?
That's Korean. Korean. But it's
What I
caught on
mean,
in China. They do it a lot. Yeah.
That is true, it is Korean. But marketing, if you guys have like a person that is really good with graphic design or really good with like word print, I think it is. There's like different things that you can use. All of the marketing is super, super helpful for people who don't dance and then for dancers, right? Just so you're grabbing new people into the community. When I was doing way more videos before, and we had like 4 or 5 people in the community that came just from those videos, just from Facebook, just from, they were total strangers, and they just came in. So obviously, in the grand scheme of things, 5 out of I don't know how many thousands is not a lot, but 5 people who are in a community now is a lot.
oh, wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Wait, go here. Brandon's here? Okay, Brandon. Yeah, This is the other Kizomba guy in Rhode Island. Man, this is the stuff. This is the stuff right here, all right? You missed
This
it
is the
earlier, but we
stuff.
talked about having a, because I was going to tell you this anyways, but
Okay.
we started, I'm talking to him kind of indirectly, but like, we started talking
All right.
about a round table, right? And so I know you've talked about having like Maury and Carlos and the different people come together, but we need to have a Rhode Island round table of the dancers to help build this community. So step one, and then we all go from there. But just had to say that. We're going to talk after. Enjoy. Because
I
I
love the
love
excitement.
your energy, man. It's great.
just get excited, you know what I'm saying?
It's good. It's
Good
good.
passion.
Yep.
Great passion.
Since I had that first dance with Maina, and she was just like, "This is Kizomba." Okay, I'm gonna learn this.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are
Mm-hmm.
from China.
Yeah.
Wow, that
Yeah,
was a
she was the
long
first
time
one.
ago, man.
Right,
Wow.
dude? 2 years ago. Yeah, no.
I miss all
Yeah.
of them. A lot of people have come and left,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's normal.
including you. He left. He left. Everyone that was
No,
in the
but I'm also
beginning
kind of
all
happy.
left.
Yeah, right. Because then she.
Yep.
Okay, wait. Therese said, if you sow seeds in good soil, you will always reap a harvest in due season. Always keep sowing.
Wow. Okay.
We
Amen.
gotta water those seeds
You don't have
continuously.
Mm-hmm.
clothes on your spine. I do.
Yeah, 1000%. 1000%.
Yeah.
Dylan, what are your thoughts on community building? Do you have any questions, any other thoughts, anything that you've tried that hasn't worked? And same for you, David. If you've tried anything that's worked or hasn't worked, what's going on in y'all's communities? I know
So
you're at different levels of community building, different
yeah,
stages.
for sure. Because it was like the Hangzhou community that showed me it was even possible. And actually, David over here, we had our little like Zhejiang University hangout group, Kizomba hangout group, and it'd be every week, a couple of times a week, we're getting together, or we'd hang out in the park, or we go out to the clubs together, something like this. And so
Yeah.
that's like that, and then y'all have been the OG
And
inspirations.
gym.
Hmm?
And gym.
Oh, and gym. Oh my God, so much gym. My gosh, my lats still remember those days.
That's
Uh,
good.
Yeah, no, we put in the work, that's for sure. But as far as the community building, it's been a lot. I've done a lot of promotion, so like putting flyers out, social media, like hitting the streets even, and just being like, "Hey, we're gonna dance." And now actually we were in the studio, but hold on, I got you now. I got you now. I made these last week. Uh-huh. Boom.
Woo-hoo.
Nice. Yours
Yes,
look
Okay.
sir.
so much better than ours. We need to get.
Very
Don't
nice.
tell anyone I said this, but we need to get a new designer.
I got you on Canva.com. Um, but as far as so I've done a lot of promotion with the flyers and these kinds of things, but it's been less collaboration, right? So I think that's really the key. Hello, everybody who's joining.
Willie, my hubby. I
Willie
love you.
Piazza.
Yeah,
Respect.
Hmm.
and also
Can't
we have
wait for him to come to China.
Oh, incredible.
coming to China weekender, coming to everywhere. We can make it happen.
Everyone is welcome to China. Everyone.
Yeah. Um, But yeah, the challenge is a lot of people here don't know Kizomba. They've never heard of it before, and this kind of thing. So it's not only like um, showing people a dance, but also showing them a new dance and everything. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So it's kind of just building from the ground up steps, and that's pretty much where we're at. Yeah, trying to make it happen. Anything is
Yeah.
possible.
Anything is definitely possible.
Anything is possible.
Mhm.
my guys. It's
Terry,
nice to
you're in Boston now, right? Are you coming to the what is it? Kizomba
wow.
addiction? Yeah, it's
Therese,
cool.
everybody thinks that Therese lives in Boston. What the heck? She lives in Dallas. She lives in Dallas.
Lives in Dallas, right?
Therese, you're staying in Dallas.
Let's visit. Let's visit. Yeah.
That's good.
But that's kind of where the scene is now. Lots of promotion, but I think collaboration is the next step up for us over here.
Good. I'm
Mhm.
glad. I'm glad. And David, what about you?
We have like monthly big event. We have I don't know, Dylan, were you here when we were doing CAP? You were here, right?
I was here
CAP.
for couple
Kizomba
caps.
Addiction Party. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
been happening now for about what, 2 years? No
Mhm.
ways.
Yeah,
2
man.
years. So
Been a while.
we do always a big workshop, and then recently the last 2 months we've added this outdoor activity theme. So what we do is dancing is happening, but we do a picnic and we have a lot of games that we have. Like, I don't know if you guys have you seen that balloon popping race? Like where
Balloon
you have
popping race?
teams and you have to pop the balloons between your body. I don't know if
No,
that's
but it
something in
sounds
Asia,
fun.
but we've been wanting to add this game at our events, because a lot of people sometimes overstress with dancing, especially with this. In China, we have a big issue with the leads being in high demand and the followers being neglected because it's such a terrible ratio. That's actually one of the reasons why we actually started our Dancers Anonymous group, so we could talk about that and see how we can help everyone deal with that. But then the idea of the outings and the picnic is just so everyone can socialize outside of dance and be amongst nature. I'll be honest, I'm quite a spiritual person, so just being around nature and being with amazing people kind of makes it so much better. And there's
Yeah, I
music
agree.
playing. It's not necessarily kizomba. Sometimes it's bachata or salsa or Afro. We love Afro
Yeah, y'all
beats,
in the Afro. I still remember
or
get
house
on the ground and
and
just
kuduro. You remember the Afro at Nine Club, huh?
oh yeah.
We still do that. We still. Um, so that's what we're trying to really promote. But so far that we've noticed is people are so, especially in China, they're so interested in the workshop rather than the socializing. It's like they
Mm,
come to the party to only dance, and everyone has their own goal of that I have to dance with this person or that person. And the promotion of trying to just go then be with the people and really enjoy yourself, not necessarily only to dance. That's something that's taking a bit of time and energy, a lot of energy from our side. And
for
the group
sure.
that we have here, we all try to support each other, but sometimes everyone has their own things and everyone gets caught up in that, and it's a lot of pressure on, I'll say, for myself and some other people. So that's what I was talking to you about. How do you maintain that energy?
Yeah. Taking
It's
breaks. Taking
yeah.
breaks, there's nothing wrong with it. There is
I
nothing
took
wrong
a
with it.
break last month, but I still feel like I need
Yeah,
more.
but because you take
I
a
think
break when you're
1 month is
already
a bit too.
past your level. You have to take a
Sorry.
break when you're good, right?
Mm.
When you're still good, you feel full, give yourself a break. Give yourself a break when you're in a good space. Because if you give yourself a break when you are already exhausted, you're going to be
Uh,
playing catch up the whole time, right? Versus taking regular breaks when you're good. When you're good, take a break. Just give yourself a week, give yourself a day, whatever, however your schedule is, but make it regular. You regularly give yourselves breaks
but when you're feeling good, that's actually
when
I've
you're
never thought of
feeling
it
good.
that way.
Yeah,
Hmm.
definitely didn't.
I always give myself a break when I'm feeling stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that. This I'm talking from experience. I'm talking from experience.
Okay,
So
I'm gonna take that. I took it, put it in the pocket.
yes, yes. And then also when you give yourself a break, it allows for somebody else to step in. Whether they do or they don't step in, that's the part of managing your expectations, right?
Mm.
It's okay if things slow down for a little while. It's like the ocean. There's waves. It comes and it goes. It's fine. It's okay.
Exactly,
You know,
exactly.
it's good.
So actually, along those lines, and that kind of transitions into a question I have, which is how to, if you have any tips on this, like how to have something go beyond yourself. So, like right now with this happening, I
Best
noticed that
question.
best question, seriously, because I noticed, yeah, we have the weekly class and social on Sunday, right? Kizomba Sundays, and I noticed that, yeah, when I'm there, like I have a lot of energy for it, right? So when I'm there, I can like summon the people. Everybody comes like, yeah, like Dylan's got the passion, so we're gonna come, and this kind of thing. But then if I'm not like very directly channeling my energy into it, then there's less than. So, and especially if I
Mhm.
move out of Rhode Island or something, I'm trying to understand how to create and build something that goes beyond me per se.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so this is where I feel like the communication of clarity comes in. So it's like when you have a particular vision or you have a goal,
Mm.
and so it all starts from the beginning. I had some sort of goal, I had some sort of vision, I shared it in the round table, and it doesn't even have to be intense. It's just, hey, I want there to be a community that people like are drawn to. They want to come here for dance or not dance, but they're drawn to this community and it's only good energy, right? They high school level and there's good energy. So you see some repeating things, right? Over and over. And when people agree with this, then there's buy-in, right? So if they agree with it and they see it, they know it, it's like, okay, cool, we on the same page. I want that too.
Mhm.
I want that too. And so once that is established, I feel like it's always in the little things, in the smallest details of daily life that starts to grow in somebody else. When I first started dancing, my instructor was Marieta Villalobos, and she from the beginning was like, I need an apprentice. Do you want to be my apprentice? And I was like, oh my God, yes, you know? And then she left, and I was like, holy smokes, that means I have to actually do everything that I was learning. And of course, there's fear, there's like I have to step up to somebody else's shoes. Like I have to fill those shoes. I'm like, I can't do that. There's no way. So there's all kinds of feelings that, you know, I was feeling that I'm sure people who are not the community leaders or the community builders will feel. They may feel more on the negative side, like I'm not ready, I can't, or I don't want to, I don't want the limelight, any reasons, right? So starting to invest in one or two other people besides yourself, I think is really helpful, whether they have a title or they don't have a title, whether they're your apprentice or they're just somebody else who's like a moral support for you, but who actually shares the same thing. Their strength can be in just organizing. Their strength can be in, you know, promoting. Their strength can be in just being encouraging to people. Like they don't have to have a certain skill set, no matter what their skill set is, as long as they agree with the vision, with the goal, and they like latch on to that. It doesn't matter what their skills or strengths are, you know, as long as you're pouring into somebody else. I think that helps.
And pouring into
go, bro. I'll ask afterwards.
Okay, real quick. So what would be the difference between pouring into someone insofar as like pouring into them as a student to help them grow the dance and pouring into them as to build them up as a leader and a creator in that space?
Yeah, I think there's more information that I will divulge. Do we have a question here?
Yes, we will.
Making them, yeah, an active member of the community, exactly. A leader versus just like a participant. I think with leadership, I'm going to tell them my process. You know what I mean? Like when it's just somebody who's in the community, I'll invite them, I'll include them, I'll be like, hey, do you want to help? If it's a leader, I'll be like, this is how I got there. This is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing it. What would you do? What do you think? So not only are you including them and asking them stuff, but you're also providing more depth and background information than you would just someone who really doesn't have an interest in that, you know? And how they respond to this information is obviously up to them. They don't have to take this. It's only if they want to.
Right.
And so if you've divulged information you shared like for months and they're like, you know what, I'm not feeling it anymore, managing expectations and treating them the same way afterwards. Those two things are really important, even though you might feel like, wow, I just invested all of this. I'll have to start from ground zero. It's like we all have a free will. It's being okay with that. Be like, okay, awesome sauce. I understand being empathetic. When you can understand someone else's life situation, you have way more empathy, I feel like, and that will help you navigate a lot of this because it's all people. It's peopling.
Yep. It's peopling.
Peopling?
What was your question? Yeah, it's peopling. What was your question, David?
I was going to say that since you've already had such a big community, you've created such a big community, have you ever experienced with your core group, you are really strong? Huh? Oh, sorry. Despite how strong you are and you guys organize events and you support each other with workshops or going to other cities and whatever dances, or as I said, the outings that we do, do you ever feel that sometimes it starts to dissipate?
Oh
and
yeah,
you have to come back together?
For sure.
What suggestions do you have for that? Because sometimes I feel that it's a lot of energy to try bring everybody back.
I feel like when that has happened, because it's definitely happened on a few occasions, on multiple occasions, really, people have lives. You know, not everybody is solely focused on Kizomba, especially me understanding that because maybe I do this full time, but other people don't. They
Yeah.
definitely don't. They've got families, they've got jobs, they've got other hobbies. So it's allowing the space, like being okay with that space. For me, I love freedom. I highly value freedom. And so when I remember that and I apply that towards the dance community, it's like I love freedom. So I can only give space and be okay with that space. And maybe it's kind of died down a bit. Maybe we are not doing as much, but I'm still gonna send a message here and there. We have a group chat, so I'm still gonna be like, "Hey guys, I'm thinking about you. I miss you. I miss hanging out, but I know that we're all busy right now. Make sure you have a good one." And that's it. So it's just staying in contact, even though we're not doing anything. And then when the time comes around, maybe someone else will do something and be like, "Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Like, yeah, let's all go." Or let's, and then if everybody can't come, that's fine. But then it's just a reminder when you are around that person or you are around maybe 5 or 6 people, you're like, "Oh my God, I really needed this. I forgot how much I loved this." And then, of
Yeah.
course, multiple people feel the same way, and then it's back again, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's a natural, something that happens naturally, for sure, especially being so young and so small in the grand scheme of things in comparison to like the Latin communities that have been around for much longer and
Yeah.
they have way bigger numbers. Overall, I think the Kizomba and Urban Kids community in comparison is much smaller and we have smaller numbers.
Yeah.
So we will feel the growing and the smalling and the growing and the smalling of the dance community. But being okay with that, just like a cryptocurrency, when
Yeah.
it goes up and down, you got to be okay with it.
True, true, true.
Yeah.
So you're talking more about the social, the grand scheme, the large community social aspect, right?
Uh-huh.
I was trying to specify on the your core. For example, the organizers of or the guys that all support. For example, all
Ah, okay, I'm
teachers. Like
sorry.
in Hangzhou, we have a very tight knit core group that are involved in organizing events or that are actual teachers. Um,
Yeah. With them, I
and
will have
that's
conversation.
that's the construct that I'm talking about.
Yeah, with them, I will definitely have some one-on-one conversations and make time, set aside some time to just find out how they're feeling. What's their energy level? How drained are they? How fulfilled are they? What's their next steps? What are their goals? What are they feeling? Just to see if we still align, to make sure that that's still a thing. And then if it's not, like, okay, how can we make sure that we're still starting to get back aligned? So it's just like a check-in, a regular check-in.
Okay.
So maybe you see things in the core group that someone, you can feel someone getting more and more stress and they're just like, I can't do it anymore. We've had conversations for sure like that where Adi and I were traveling a bit more, so we were having some of our student teachers bump up from being student teachers to just boom, now they're the teachers. And a
Yeah.
couple of them were like, this is cool, but then a couple of others were like, ugh, I can't, this is draining. I can't do it. I didn't
Yeah.
realize it was this much work. I don't want to do it. I can't. So being okay with that is like, okay, yeah, I totally understand. I do it. I know it's a lot. Okay, so that's fine. Maybe we do something else, or you just take a break. It's totally cool. You've done so much. It's fine. Then you get to do the same thing. Maybe it's smaller, or maybe you ask help from someone else in the
Yeah.
community that may have been wanting to do something or join, right? So that's the great thing about communication, is that it allows for flexibility. You know,
Okay.
it's just being okay with that flexibility. Communication is super huge. Clarity is super huge. And managing your own expectations and energy levels.
Expectations. What
Yeah.
I have like a bunch of notes that we usually use for the group that I was telling you about, and this is one of them. Expectations and
Nice.
disappointment.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's helpful and truth.
Yeah.
Hmm. But yeah, I would say
Okay.
with your core group, it's just a check-in, just checking in with
Check
them
it.
and seeing how they're doing and feeling.
That
And you
we're
might
on the
not always
same
get yeah,
and
you might
how
not
do they
always
need
get the
support?
same thing. Huh?
How they need support, and usually how I start is how they need support from what
Yeah,
I'm looking for first, right?
yeah, yeah. And then being okay with asking for help.
Yeah.
You know, empathizing with them. I know I'm tired. I'm tired. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I want also. This is what I need. So it's both ways. It's not just theirs, because when you're vulnerable, it helps create trust and transparency.
Yeah.
But if you're
Right.
not
Yeah.
vulnerable, it's a longer road.
It
Long.
seems like even with the core group or in other groups, a lot of it is like we're all people, right? So regardless of where it is and the different lows, it's almost, I mean, like you said, relationships, like even like actual relationship, the same things apply. Hey, Azadon. Hey, welcome.
Exactly.
Oh, I miss you.
Dean.
I haven't met you, but I see your videos and we need to dance because,
Everyone who
Oh
hasn't
my
seen his
God.
videos, man.
yeah,
I
right.
The beast.
love dancing with Azadine.
I'm jealous. I mean, happy for you, but either way. Um,
Yes.
yeah. Feels like a lot of it is just like caring for the humans who are part of the community.
Yes.
And everything else.
Yes. For sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
Peopling. Peopling.
Peopling.
As
Peopling.
Pam said. We got to do more peopling. So
Peopling. Yeah.
important.
That's what it's about.
Mm.
Empathy
Well,
and
those are really, really good questions, guys. I think that community building is super crucial, and it changes the energy overall in your dance scene. So, Azadine, sorry, he was saying bye. I know
Oh,
you're
I
doing
feel
well.
we all did our little thing.
Yeah,
the different
yeah,
times, James, David's, mine, everything. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I feel inspired after this conversation, that's for sure.
Good, 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 good.
I'm
And then
always
reach out.
inspired by the conversation with Pam.
Yeah.
Ah,
And Dylan. And Dylan. Everyone in their own ways.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm very honored.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really this came out of feeling like we all have the same, not even feeling, but knowing we all have the same mission, regardless of where we are in the world.
Yeah.
It's the same mission to
Spreading the
uplift.
love, spreading the passion.
Exactly, exactly. So we can do that in our own little communities, right? But for the meta, what if, now on this
Mm.
scale, we're also collaborating and working together, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
that's the beauty of it. And thank you both for making the time. Thank you, David, for being up at whatever time in the morning it is right now to be here. Thank you, Pam,
What
for
time
I
is
had
it
to
here?
leave the party, man. I have an early flight, so I was like, if I can do this call, I have to do it. Have to. I raced
Wow.
home.
Oh, my
Raced home.
heart. My
Mhm.
I
heart.
actually wanted to show Pam the dance floor, but then I left a little bit early,
Ah,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
I would have seen it. I'll check it out. But yeah.
You'll be there soon. You'll be there soon. We're waiting for you. We have a special place there for you already.
I've seen it. There's one spot that says Pamelita.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Wow. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
guys. Well,
Pam, do
thank
you have
you so much. I appreciate it. I miss you guys. I mean, I just saw you, Dylan, but still,
It's
I
all right.
really loved the energy.
Thank
I
you.
miss you. Dylan's
Yeah.
already seen you like last week. It's not fair.
Yeah. Don't be sad. Don't be sad.
Mhm. Lord,
Lila's
Uh,
listening. I think you guys met. I
Huh?
don't know. You guys have met Lila. There we go.
yes,
I
She's
I've,
don't
she's
know.
from Poland. She was in
Oh,
China
okay,
when
okay.
we were all together. Yeah.
Lala,
Nice.
I'm still waiting for our dance. It has been some. We went to the whole festival.
Oh,
We never danced together.
you missed out, man.
I know. I'm so aware. But Lord willing, we're all still young, right? So I can't wait to be at a festival with all of y'all doing this, running it up
Yeah,
together. That's the dream.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, it was her first Kizomba dance. I remember that it was that day. She's talking back. So yeah, next.
Oh,
Yeah.
until next time. The world is opening up again, so that's good.
It is Russia with their big events and a lot of stuff happening in Europe
Yeah, yeah,
and China.
yes. All right, beautiful people. I'm gonna go eat some yummy food.
Please
Same
And
do
here.
so.
yeah,
Save your
you're
hangriness.
gonna go to sleep. Okay. Bye. I love you guys. Thank you so much for
Love
doing this.
you. I'm
Love
gonna
you
Thank
use all that
too.
stuff for sure.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Bye bye, y'all.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.